Hello, folks. We're here for another PRs. This time it's Steering and Lex doing Kyurem White division. This is the top
Standard
standard
time.
division. Top standard div this time. Okay, so we're gonna start just going draft order again, and we'll rank and then go organize them later. Starting with Incesto. Another Glastrier, of course. Another Slowking Omastar. All the same shit every single time in Cesto. All the same shit every time. My biggest concern is ground plus fire into this team. There is
Yeah.
no true switch into that.
No.
It's Glastrier Saraledge, hope it bulks it, but like it's not the fattest thing in the world necessarily for that.
It is not. Like, you could maybe use it as some potential setup with like weak armor or flash fire, but
The other thing is the ghost weakness. Because
yep.
Zygarde Meow is not a switch into any type. You cannot tell me otherwise.
No, it's your Revenger. It wants to come in, click a move, and then dip.
Now, I do love the concept. Obviously, protein 1,000 arrows.
Yeah.
Good evulators for what they are.
Nice.
I do not like that the Gibble is also the ground type on this team. So Volt Switch is also going to be... Oh, I guess you have Volt Absorb, so never mind that. I was going to say Volt Switch is free, but I lied.
Yeah, you got Volt Absorb with the Thunderous Virizion, and then you're fast enough. Like you said, the Protean 1,000 arrows from Zygarde can also act as a pseudo ground for a bit.
Yeah. I will say as well, there's a lot of nice pieces here, and the speed gap that is existent isn't super concerning, just mainly due to Glastrier or Saraledge is not generally going to run the speed. It's a little bit of an because it might run speed, but it's not going to be like a common thing. And yes, Braylen, you can chip in every now and again. So yeah, Braylen's here too. So if I'm going to rank this team though, I think I'm gonna go with the nice clean 7.5 here. Now, Lex, I don't know what your take is on it, but just I love the Mons across the board on this team. There are a lot of very strong Pokemon on this team.
There are a lot of strong Pokemon. You do have some Mana Sinks or some Momentum Sinks with the Namorous and the Salazzle and the Glacier Saraledge. But those are kind of always just going to claim a kill somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you very much have a balanced team in your top 6. It's, you've got Slowking Omastar's going to be your bulky pivot along with Corv Treads. Now, I do wish, Electric Move was a weak for both of them. But then you're going to go Virizion, Thunderous, and Zygarde Meow as your faster, or Thunderous Virizion is your bulky sweeper, Glastrier Saraledge is your breaker, and then Cleaner.
Right.
So just a lot of different options for this team to work with. What's your thought, Lex, in terms of budget or points?
Points?
Yeah.
I'll go 7. Just because I see 1 Rapid Spinner and 3 Defoggers. And that's a little concerning with the amount of hazards that they have.
For 8-mon, though, you have 3 removal options. 1 is just super reliable.
Right. It's just, you also have a crap ton of hazard setters. So you're just wasting time setting them up.
It's such a consistent spin.
Yeah.
So I can't knock it, but I get where you're coming from at the same time. So it's 14.5 out of 20. Next up, second up. Or Braylen, would you like to join in on the answering?
Yeah, sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, and you're not, what's it called? Echoing this time. So what's your ranking here?
I'll probably just give it the same as y'all's, a 7.
Alrighty.
I like the pieces here. The one thing I don't necessarily like is the speed gap between the Corviknight Treads and the
you're talking about that one. Yep.
Glastrier Saraledge. That's quite a big drop because you're kind of wanting a trick room mode, but then you also have like 3 really
I think it's
fast
just more supposed to be
mons.
a bulky breaker than a trick room guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Ghost is decent offensive typing, so. Anyways,
Hmm.
on to Frog Duck now. Lex, you can add Braylen's name into a lot of these.
Yeah, I can get it.
Minimize classic. Sylveon Palafin, Boomburst Pixie. I see that too. I do think as a water type is a bit like there's no Fizz Def there. If you wanted Boomburst, you could have also just gone fucking the Dunsparce with Sylveon instead. And the speed tiers on this team are just not there.
No, the gap between Braviary and Sylveon do leave a lot to be desired for like adamant users to try and abuse.
And then there's just a lot of bulk here. Is another thing, kind of like the first team. There's just really big speed gaps.
Yeah. I mean, this one is just you're also not hitting a super high top speed. That's my other concern. I feel like this, like if you're not going to have those speed gaps, at least go into your 120s to try to get as good speeds here. But this team isn't doing it. It's relying on the priority from Jet Punch and the priority from Bullet Punch to mainly cover the speed tiers, which isn't going to work so well, I don't think.
I mean, you also do got sticky webs, but why you would waste a turn with Levani Roaring Moon clicking sticky webs? I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm going to rank this team a 5.75. Now I'm going 5.5. I think there is great mons on this team. I love a lot of these Pokemon. Actually, I like all of them. I like all of these mons. They don't fit well together. Is kind of my thought process.
Yeah, it's just the pieces are there, just not in the right machine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 5.
You going 5?
Yeah, 5.
I'll also go 5.
So it's 15.5. Yeah, so simply put, it's just some of the pieces. Great mons, not so good pieces in terms of their cohesion. Next up is Greg. All right. This is an interesting team. And I don't know if I mean interesting in a good way yet.
Mm-hmm. Speed gap is a lot better on this
There
team.
is better speeds
Got
here, for sure. But
fast mons in this team.
I'm going to point out what's the bulk on this team. Sorry, not what, but where.
It's a good question. I mean, it's tight for you got a bunch of physical walls, but you don't really have a special.
You don't really have that many. What's your physical wall really like?
Primate Sojourner
but
could
like,
be a
not
physical
really.
wall.
And then
Yeah,
Titan Tauros is like iffy.
You're an ice
It's because
fire
of the
type.
bad typing. Yeah,
It just ain't gonna work.
It's not.
Just defensively, this isn't gonna work. Not to mention the lack of a ground resist or immunity with 5 weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No dark type, no psychic type. You get run over by E-Force as well.
Dark type, no psychic type, no.
A hyper offensive team, but there's no good defensive pieces here.
I also just don't get what's happening with this team. Like, you start off by going get a Snow Setter, and then this guy can do 3 different abilities with the 1 mon. Sure. Then what the hell is this thing doing? The Toadscruel Excadrill. What? We're running Snow, and then we're plugging up an Excadrill. These bottom 4 leave a lot to be desired, and the typing on this second one leaves a lot to be desired. This Velusa Terrakion is not as good as you may think as well, because CC is basically just 10 less base power. Wave Crash, 10 less base power.
Yeah.
Is it worth sacrificing all that speed? Yeah. I am going a 3.
this team it seems like it wants to play the 1-for-1 game. You have Clement Fion that can probably run like a focus sash, give you toxic debris, give you rocks, and then hope that breaks
It's going
Sash
to try
somewhere.
to, but I don't think the team is strong enough to play the game.
Yeah.
I think the walls will handle this.
The walls should be able to handle this.
Spectre of Power is cool though, so I'm gonna give it a 4 for that actually.
Yeah. I don't know.
Braylen?
I'll probably give it I'll give it a 4, just because, like you said, there's a lot of like offensive pieces, but the problem is it's just jumbled all over the place. You have no idea. There's no real synergy at all with any of the ones, and you don't have good defensive walls either, so you could get walled over pretty easily.
HO can work in this format, but when the team is so weak to Scarf, like this team just you can run 6 Scarves into this team and it will work. With how weak it is to ground and psychic and all these common offensive types.
Yeah, fighting you got 1 immunity to just CC spam.
Well, you have a quad resist.
Guess you have to quad resist.
Again,
but
psychic, the ground are the big ones to me.
Yeah.
No real bulk in the water as well. So like, yeah. What you thinking though, rating wise, Lex?
3. Kind of like with the previous one, like a bunch of pieces, like good pieces. It's just this one seems worse. Like the other one machine can work. This one, I don't think the machine can work with these random pieces.
I don't like the pieces much either. Outside of Spectre Pyroar. And the concept as a Titan Pavea Blaze. Anyways, Venny. We're gonna wrap it at Shanley's Chorus, Grimstone, Gligar, Okinogi Mammo, Tatsu, Typh, Samurilla, Electabuzz, Crobat, Dino, Torrent, Tuba. So I can see where they decided to just burn 2 points because budget doesn't exist.
Yeah. This team.
I'm gonna need you to prove to me that Grimmsnarl Gligar works before I truly believe in it.
Yeah, that one's an odd one for me. Like, what's the point of it?
Prankster shit. Like, I see the point. I just don't think it's good.
I mean, fair.
Prankster hazards? Is that what
Prankster hazards,
was,
Prankster roost, Prankster screens. So it's kind of just your I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want Prankster guy.
Yeah.
Because it has every option.
And you
it's
do
just
have,
also weird here.
like, you
I
do
do
have
like
setups.
Boros Chandelure fusion just because of sheer force and the coverage that both of those mons get.
It's true. I am a bit worried about power on that in terms of just what you're locking. Like something like a Nino, for example, they lock such strong moves into teams that don't have many answers. A lot of teams have dark types, a lot of teams have normal types. I don't know how easily spammable Shadow Ball will actually be, and your bulk is shaky. I think it's still a good mon. I think it will perform, but I'm scared of that bulk line being the way it is.
Speaking of, like, what would your wall be here? Because it kind of doesn't feel like it's bulky enough either.
Well, it's not
like,
going to play
definitely
well. It's going to
more
be screens
than, like,
offense.
Yeah, there's definitely more bulk than like the other teams so far, but it's not like a bulky team.
I don't love that both the main facilitators on this team are both the flying types. Like Grimmsnarl, Gligar, Electabuzz, Crobat are those facilitators here. And like if you want to run an offensive team, you need good facilitators that complement each other. I don't know how well those complement. I also don't see the need for terrain here outside of, doing your Grassy Glide.
The Grassy Glide, I could see it for like EQs with the Tatsu Typhlosion, but that one, I just don't know how well that's going to work out.
I get it. I think I'm going to once again. I'm gonna sit around a 6 here. For me, it might be a little high, but I do see these offensive pieces doing a little bit more, especially like the Tatsu Typhlosion throwing off eruptions, or the Magirna Rapidash going for a sweep because the screens are up. I do think if that, again, Grimstar Gligar's weird, I think you could go bulkier there. But if that Mon plays it proper, like if they play that properly, they can definitely go win some games with that.
Mm-hmm.
One of you two?
I'm going to go 5.5.
Okay.
This
sense.
team's just setup central. Like it's screens go into setup Mon, and the moment somebody stops that, I think well, yeah, you got one breaker, but
that's a breaker.
That could be a breaker.
And that's a breaker.
But setup.
No, this is the only setup. There's actually more breaker than there is setup. The setup is Magirna Rapidash and SD Samurilla. Maybe a Coal Mine Shandy Torres.
You could do a bulk up Okie Dokie Mammoth Wine.
My point is, I don't think it leans either way. Oh, you're on 5.5, Braylen?
Yeah.
Cool. My point more so meaning, I don't think it leans either way necessarily. I think you have a good balance of setup and breaking potential in this team.
Yeah.
I think it's 17, yeah. Okay, so anyways, Divine. Why is the first mod?
Why is the first mod?
Just why is it?
That is a terrible typing for that.
I see, like, I don't know. The problem is it dies to every Scarfer and it dies to Aqua Jet.
It also dies to
Aqua Jet.
Earthquake.
Well, I mean, yeah. But Aqua Jet being the priority that it is, and pretty common.
This team is also just very slow.
It's not very slow. I've seen a lot slower teams. I'd say this is actually pretty average.
You got the 126, then you got the
104.
104, then it drops to 80, and then it drops again.
Yeah, it's a fake 80, really. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Although I do think speed tiers matter a lot less in fusions than they do in standard. Because the bulk can often supplement here. And I do think like this team is just I've got a lot of I got breaking power in my top two, like my Mega Diancie Semi-Seer and my Iron Solar. And then a cleaner Vanillux X Electrode. And then I guess Vespiquen Orthworm is the lesser pieces are just kinda there. Actually.
Yeah, that Vanillux Electrode throws me for a loop.
Yeah, I think I'm going for.
It is a little confusing just because you don't know what Vanillux is trying to do. Is it trying to set up Veil, like maybe fast Aurora Veil, maybe?
It's probably going to play somewhat like a Coco. Either it's going to be some kind of like a screen setup in terms of Veil, or just pivot around and clean up a game.
Like, yeah, it could be the Bolt Beam Cleaner, which makes sense, just probably better options there.
I'll say for sure there's a better option than Vespiquen Orthworm. I'm actually going to go 3. I like a grand total of 3 of these Pokemon. So I'll give it a 3. Seems accurate.
Yeah, it just...
By the way, it's probably 2, 3, and 4. And the concept behind 1.
If that was just switched to where it was a fairy fighting or a fairy fire, that'd be better.
Braylen, what you thinking?
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I don't I kind of see the vision, but the problem is there's just a lot of weird going on.
A lot of weird.
And then this game just doesn't like ground types, and you don't have a resist to it at all.
Well, you have an Orthworm, which is...
Yeah, that's it, though. And then that dies to fire type move, even though you do have plenty to deal with that.
I mean, it's not a weird exactly 50-50 game if something has ground plus fire coverage, and a lot of things do.
Yeah.
Lex?
I think I'll go 3.5.
3.5.
I see the pieces. I see a possible vision. I just have to see it out in practice.
Math and basic 8, 3, 11 again. This is going to be above grade, I think. Okay. Next up is Nagla, or Easy Fat Kid. Slow. Very slow. I'll agree with you this time, Braylen. This team is slow, and the speed tiers are all, like, crunched.
This team wants Trick Room up, apart from, like, 2 Mons, probably.
But it doesn't, though, does it? Because isn't it
no, it really... Yeah, you're right.
It's too
It doesn't, because it's all over, like, base.
Your entire offense is 79, 76, 73, and 72. Well, your main sort of bulk of speed tiers between 80 and 72.
It's just, like, bulky offense, I guess.
But I can just creep for 1 mon and win that way.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the Haxorus Cloister idea. I think it could have been with a more specially bulky dragon. Say a Kyurem, for example.
Yeah.
Just to get better use out of those stats. Maybe Kyurem doesn't get the right typing, but along those lines, just a different dragon there. D-Knight probably be better, just for the raw bulk. Or Ments, even. This is just Kagami with shift gear, and the type sucks.
And like the others, this team doesn't like ground types at all. Your 1 resist is a grass water type, which has levitate. And other than that, you don't have a ground resist.
I'm going 4.5. I like this. So I'm not a fan of this top 3. Concept of top 2 I like. Komala Petrorunt is fat little shit. You don't want to deal with that. Hydrapple Rotom Wash, great typing, regen pivot. It's going to do a lot. Necrozma Bisharp isn't a bad mon, all things considered. It's a mixed sweeper. Mudbray Corsola Galar is probably one of the better EVLA mons on the board. That's kind of my take on it. There's some good mons here. Now, again, I don't know if those other pieces work together well. I think those 4 do. Like these 4 I mentioned just now, they can work together, but the rest of this team just is a little bit meh.
I don't hate the team, but yeah, like you said, you gotta prove that the pieces mesh well together in order for me to be like convinced that it's good. So I'll probably give it a 4.5 too.
Alrighty. Lex?
I'll go 4.5.
You're jumping on the train.
Oh, actually, I'll go 5. I'll go 5.
Damn, just wants to be different. I see.
Well, it's just like if they just adjust the Chi-Yu Manectric and the top 2, if they just adjust them slightly to be full-on breakers, this team could be amazing. I think that's kind of like the only thing.
Well, Chi-Yu Manectric is the attempt at a full-on breaker.
It is the attempt.
I feel like you want, like, the problem is both with the types that offers isn't really essential. Like Dark Electric's not terrible, but Fire Electric without Levitate, like that's not.
It's Dark Electric, but
yeah, but if you flipped it, it would be Fire Electric. But
of course,
yeah,
yeah, it's stronger on paper than it is in practice. Unfortunately, I've seen this fusion plenty of time before. It just on paper it looks so good. Oh, 125 special attack, Beads of Ruin with a bit more speed, but it's just and pivot, but it's just not as good in practice as you hope.
Yeah.
Anyways, on to I believe we're on Floaty now.
Yep.
Interesting.
like their first pick a lot.
Tarapapala. Yeah,
Tarapa goes with 1 week with Dark type weakness and recovery.
And a lot of immunities to reset that Terra Shell.
Yeah.
It's slower, yes, but I feel like that's not terrible.
Mantine and Taste. Interesting. I do think it would be better with like an Arcanine if you wanted to go that route just for Intim, along with the pivot that Arcanine has.
I like the Halucha Lycanroc, the Tough Claws with close combat is gonna hurt,
I'm
especially since
surprised
it's
there's not a
stab
better
too.
option than that, though.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have done better with
And
like Passimian than
mhm.
Halucha.
You
And
got a bunch of Swift Swim Mons on this team. Like, I don't know if that's what he was trying to do, like make a pseudo rain team, but
it does look like there's a lot
I
of
don't
manual
know.
rain options. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
And though I will say this team is a 7.5 to me.
Mm-hmm.
I do think
The one thing I
that's a
had.
nothing burger.
Go ahead.
That's a nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This Pokemon's fake,
Yep.
and it's a meme pick.
Yeah.
And so I respect it for that. I respect it for what it is. The concept's almost there with this. These top 5 are really good.
Uh-huh.
That's a very solid top 5.
I
That's all I
just
really have to say.
wonder if there's something better for the Kyurem. Like, it is strong, but it's just
I feel
got
like there
no
would be
ability.
something better.
It's possible. Again, you're doubling on waters there too, and you don't have a ground or a poison. Again, your
Oh,
ground
yeah.
immunity actually is Zapdos. Because it
And
gets
it's
access to
also an
Lycanroc.
electric immune too, which is nice.
That's what I mean, yeah. So Zapdos is going to be... There's a lot of pressure on that mon defensively to
You
do a
also
lot.
got a lot of pressure on that Tarapkos Palo just
Yeah.
because of the Terra Shell, and if it has a good, strong dark type mon, you could be in trouble
Well,
with that.
yeah, that's fair.
You do have the Lycanroc Tarak, or not Lycanroc, the Lycanroc Halucha to deal with it, the dark types though.
On revenge, yeah. What do you think of the rating wise?
Yeah.
I'll probably give it a 7. The one thing I think that's holding it back from me, that's making it higher, is the very big weakness to fairy types. You do have 2 resists,
I don't think
but
that's a big weakness, though, is it really? Because it's keep it a buck. These are fake. The
yeah,
type
no,
chart looks
no, it's
more like
not.
that.
Yeah, because yeah, if we're not counting those, then your one weakness would probably be ground, I guess, if you remove those 2. But
Defensively,
and
yeah.
even then, you have a counter to that with Ferrothorn and Zapdos.
Terra's weakness moment. It is, to me, really
Mhm.
just the lack of an optimization on some of these guys and the load that's
You
then
feel like
put
this is
onto
more of a.
things. Sorry, Braylen, what was your question?
You got some breakers and setup, which makes it's a lot better than the other teams. I
It's
feel
balanced.
like
It's balanced.
because you have more options.
This is balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Lex,
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
I'll go 8.
Okay.
Well, it's just, like you said, it's just, some of these seem like the second choice options, and if those first choice options, like the Arcanine over Entei, something a bit better than Floatzel for Kyurem, this team would be amazing. It's just some of these are like second choice options that I don't know if those first choice options are on the board still or not.
I think you'd love to see, maybe a ground type somewhere on this team. Or to alleviate pressure on Zapdos, or a poison type to not lose 2 T-spikes on your defensive core. Because Tarapa, that's the one way this team is going to lose right now, especially Tarapa, is Tarapa doesn't have boots on, T-spikes are coming up. Knockoff is always the move into Tarapa now that you're weak to dark. So this team will lose 2 T-spikes.
Yeah, especially since Ferrothorn Zapdos just needs to cover so much.
Yeah. Just too much work for it. On to Gaiman.
P-Hill, yay!
Yeah, that is a Poison Heal Pokemon right there. Yeah. And a fat one at that.
And it's one with Wish too, so
it's
gonna be even more annoying.
If you want to pass to something like your Seismitoad or your Fez, although they'll get recovery. So
this team is definitely.
Have,
2 major concerns with this team. First one, I mean, you can see this just section of red on this type chart, specifically along this flying type here, where you may have some problems.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thought is, red steel chestnut can handle it all. It won't be able to handle the stronger brave birds in this format. Not the strongest ones of them, at least. Surprisingly,
I think brave bird is what you're gonna have to worry about.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't really see a problem unless there's an actual.
There is a second one I'm getting to. Where's the offense on this team? Where is it?
Theoretically, that Delphox Naganado.
It's theoretical, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. This feels more like a bulk team just because of all the pieces that have been taken.
Yeah,
and then you just have prankster webs.
It's stalled, but I kind of wish you lean. If you're gonna play stall here, you need to lean a little harder into that.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, like, why is Delphox Naganadel here if you're gonna play full stall? Just an example. If you just want it to be a top speed, like, okay, I guess, but there's still a huge gap there that everyone's ignoring. And then a lot of these features.
I can see the vision for it. Like, if you play like mostly stall with the rest of the team and just weaken everything down to where you can just stack beast boosts, that thing could run away with the game and sweep a game, clean up a game.
Boost, or you can stack guts with that Hariyama Mimikyu, and
that's the other option right there.
I see it. I do see it. It's just when you only have really one sort of major offensive threat to worry about. I know Dawn Fanfest and Deputy also has some things going for it there, but you just need to stop really one fast offensive threat, and you can bulk out everything else.
Yeah.
You're kind of playing offensive war. I am still going to go with 6 here, though, because I do like that this team has an identity, at least, and it's got some good pieces and clear ways to win games.
Yeah, I'll go with the 6.5. I like this team a lot. For me, it would be better if it was a little faster, maybe a little better offensive firepower, but I do like where the idea of the team is.
It feels like it's going semi-stall, but there's not enough buy-in to either end of the scale, it feels like.
Yeah, I'll go 6.5. I think the biggest question marks for me are the Seismitoad Brute Bonnet and the Go-Go Dusknoir. Like, those two mons are not enough one way or another to be either good defensive core or good offensive low pivot or anything in between. They're kind of just momentum sinks with no healing.
It's almost like if you swapped the types on these two, like if you put like Water Grass and Dark Ghost on this team, because I think you can do something like that here. Technically, you'd be in a better spot just defensively there.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, 19.5 still solid. I think that puts it here. I'm just adjusting on the bottom here. Anyways, now we're on to Sylve.
I see where all the mainstay mons are.
Yeah, no, they're here.
There's a lot here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positives
I like
to unpack.
that they covered their weaknesses, type chart well.
I'm gonna call out the one negative here, and it's the ghost typing.
Yeah, you don't have any resist. You just have the one immunity, and once that, and it's a Porygon fusion, which is like, yes, it's bulky, but that can be taken down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I do think the special offense is still solid enough on this team. But yeah, I mean, you've got a great bulk core with your mons. A lot of mons can switch roles on this team too. Appult is probably the single best cleaner in the format.
I do like the options that some of the mons here have. Like, I like the Thunderous Gardekuno, just because you could do You can make it a special attacker. You can make it a physical attacker.
Not
You can make it
really.
prankster support.
Prankster
Well, no,
support,
not
yeah.
really.
I don't
But
know if you can make it physical, though.
you
It's a bit of a
you
stretch.
do have that option though, just
Sure.
because of Defiant.
Sure. I would
And
rather run
you
competitive
probably want.
because you
Yeah,
have
no,
that
you
too.
definitely want to run competitive instead, just because that's there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Passy Garchomp is solid. I mean, ground fighting is always a very solid type, and that can pivot.
Right. Fire hustle's gonna be amazing, or levitate.
What Cobalion Appleton
That'd be
does to your type chart is a godsend.
Mm-hmm. My one issue is that the poison type that you chose is also a flying type.
That is true. There is no grounded poison switching. Although,
Although
when
you
you
do
look at this
have
team,
steel immune.
hold on. What actually gets affected by T-Spikes?
Probably not much because you do have a
3
steel
mons.
steel spinner.
It's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Abpulse, Passimian Garchomp,
Yep.
and Porygon Credilli. That's
So
it.
yeah, that's not
So you know what?
that much of an issue.
You don't need a grounded poison at that point. I'm gonna say it. You just don't need it when you only have 3 mons that care about it, and 2 of them are offensive.
You know, you're probably fine.
And the other one's a Porygon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going 9.5.
I mean, you probably want those to be poisoned so they're not burned.
I'm going 9.5 here. Or no, 9 flat's fine for me. 9
I'll
flat's
take your
fine.
9.5 then.
I'll go 9.
I mean, it's best team of the day. I only think it's
Oh no,
beating
for
it.
sure.
But I don't love Passimian Garchomp as a Pokemon. If we're getting nitpicky here, don't love it as a Pokemon. I do think Dengo Blastoise also might get caught out with not having enough bulk to handle things, and Cobalion Appleton's stats generally aren't doing it enough favors when you could probably get a better Steel type in the Cobalion slot.
Mm-hmm. And you already do have this steel type in that Golden Go Blastoise.
I think Steel type is the correct play there, though, because you are, a thick, fat Steel Dragon type.
Uh-huh.
But
no, for sure.
It's just, you could go get a better statistical mon there. Or you could go Grass Steel, for example, with Appleton head slot and a different steel in the body, and you'll be fatter than before.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what does the Blastoise Goldingo look flipped?
You're better off this way. You want to go this way.
Better off that way? Okay.
Yeah, it's better off that way. I think everything else is very solid. It is just, to me, Cobalion Appleton could be more optimized, and Passimian Garchomp could be a different Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's it to me. Anyways, Nick, not Nicholas. Now, obviously, Braylen's going to comment on the speed gap. I'm going to start by saying that doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Again, you can clearly see that they are mons that do not run speed.
Mm-hmm.
Or a DD mon so it doesn't really care. And then mons that do run speed have their gaps generally covered. I mean, 118s can go out of it. But don't know if there is any 118s, though.
Mm-hmm.
Great physical breaker, great special breaker, and then you're playing defensive with your immunity defense, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to go Volt Absorb, Steel Flying, and Flash Fire, Grass Steel, and to Levitate Electric Poison. Unfortunately, there's your grounded poison. Umbreon Sandslash gets 1,000 arrows and is fat. Again, there's some great mons. I do think not having a poison type is going to affect this slightly more. Wearing down Umbreon Sandslash, wearing down Impo Tyrantrum is a bit more important. And there's 5 mons here rather than the 3 we saw in the last team that get worn down by those.
Yeah.
The type chart's better.
Yeah.
I would still give this team a solid 8.
Yeah, I'll also give it an 8.
I don't love Umbreon Sandslash.
Yeah, I'll go.
Go, Alex.
I'll go 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah, because I don't think that Levitate on Patrice coughing is going to be as detrimental as you think.
I just see
see
it
a
as an
world where
easier
it's
way
like,
to win if you're a bulky team.
yeah,
Like that's how you're gonna want to play your game. The physical offense on this team also could be better.
yeah.
It's just the top mod, and then maybe the info
Oh,
tyrantrum.
you got the Empo Tyrantrum with
I'm
DD.
actually
You
gonna go
got
down
the
to
Umbreon
7.5.
Sandslash with Sword Sans.
I'm going 7.5. I do think there's just a little bit. It's a little bit lackluster in immediate offense outside of Iron Moth or Bombi.
Yeah.
And to an
Well,
extent,
you got the
Executor.
Executor Heatran.
But it wants to be bulkier. It's gonna want to run that bulk.
Yeah.
I just wish there was more immediate power here, more so than anything. And that's what it comes down to for me here, at least. And the bulk, while ability bulk can be good, the bulk stat isn't there. Just the stats are kind of not as high as I'd want them to be. That's my
Right.
thing. But still a very solid team. Anyways, KP4, Kung Fu Panda. Okay, so where do we want to start here? Rapidash
Why
Genocide.
does it?
Weakness, but it's fine generally, just because it's fast as fuck. Or fast enough.
Why do I see like a bunch of good stuff and not really anything synergistic?
I don't like Latios Substrika at all. It's inferior to Boltons in every way with that mod.
Yeah.
The Dragon Flying doesn't have Brave Bird. It's gonna rely on DWB, which is not as fun as you'd like. Kekla Bulu I like, but this team also doesn't have the most amount of pivot flexibility either.
No, it got
doesn't.
what?
Pyuku
Flip
Ting Lu
turn,
has to
volt
run
switch.
Baton Pass
Return.
to make this team function.
Yeah.
It does feel like one of those teams where there's just some good mons that are not in, and there's some bad mons, and they don't necessarily mesh the way you'd like to see them mesh.
Yeah, I think it's these three right here that are the biggest. Can we do something different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, yeah, you don't like it, but it's serviceable.
I would go
It's
here.
just,
I would include Pyuku Bulu, Pyuku Mukutinglu in that because it's taunt food. Any taunt setup kind of just starts to roll you over at that point. At the same time, this team does not have enough offense. I mean, doesn't have enough speed and doesn't have enough physical bulk outside of the Pyuku.
Right.
That being said, it is still to me a 5.5.
I think it's solid. Just like y'all said, just there's definitely more pieces missing, and there's definitely mons that you can switch out to make it better. I'd probably give it a 6.
Fair enough. Lex.
Yeah, I'll go 5.
So that's gonna give it 12, 17.
Like there's a vision there. There's pieces there, just slight upgrades.
So then finally we have Lups.
So I just saw the sprite for the Starmie Darkrai, instant 10. 10 for the team.
You're not getting. That's not how it works, unfortunately.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, hey, look, it's your favorite mon, Zygarde Dragalge.
I do love me a Zygarde Dragalge fusion. Or Dragalge Zygarde specifically.
Yeah.
That is such a such a gravitative breaker.
Yes.
I also do like. I don't hate Arcanine Lilligant if you're into him. Plus Victory Dance, you have yourself a space to set up on other physical attackers. So that's not even bad
You
there.
do?
I don't like Starmie Darkrai. It's weak. It is really weak. And it is not that bulky. Sure, it's got speed, 111 special attack, no boosting abilities. For that matter, natural cure is your ability. Yikes, there.
Which, I mean, that could be a very solid ability. Come and take a status move and then, like, flip turn out.
And then the next thing that comes in, take the status move because you're faster than everything.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd love to do that.
What's the Dunsparce Diancie doing is my question.
It's just a ball of stat. Except it is just Diancie with a slightly better type and slightly worse stats.
Yeah, but it's also like taunt, good day, goodbye.
It can click Boom Burst. So that's something.
Sure.
It's a 90 base special attack Boom Burst. It's something.
Yeah, I just.
Speaking of, generally though, Zygarde Dragalge is your immediate power. That's not a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, that mon is very, very strong and can be immediate power. But it is significantly less good when it can't really be a setup threat because you don't have immediate force. Like, this is going to want to run Banded Thousand Arrows, Spec Sludge Wave, or something along those lines, just because, well, you don't have any other breakers and something's got to do it. That's really what it comes down to me. I do still think this team is it's still a solid 6.5 for me. I still think the pieces are solid enough. And the bulk is good.
I'm going to go 5.
Damn, okay.
Well, because I just noticed there's this ice type problem right here. And your 2 resists are these 2 mons of Starmie, Darkrai, and Arcanine Lilligant.
Yeah.
Ice Beam seems like a free click. Specs Ice Beam seems like a free click into this entire team.
Fair enough.
Also, what are we doing with Sunflower? Get rid of the Sunflower.
No, it's EV. Oh, yeah, can't Eviolite.
No, it can't.
All right, I'm going 6. I forgot that can't Eviolite. There is some lenience on your NFEs, and yeah, this water type is just kind of meh. The sprite's cool, though.
Yeah.
And then Braylen went to mute. So, I'll give Braylen a 5.5 score.
Sounds good.
17 again. And I'm gonna put this as the worst of the 17-point teams that we have. Anyways, that will conclude our rankings here. Last, we've got Greg with 11, then Divine with 11. Both 11. I think Divine's is better slightly. Nago with 14. Frogdog with 15.5. Lups with 17. KP4 with 17. And Vennicanic with 17. That is the order I would personally rank those teams. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. No, actually, I put Lups above it. But, you gave it a 5, so that's why it's going last. Gaiman at 19.5, and Sesto 21.5, Floaty 22.5, Nick at 24, Silv at 27.5. That is it for everybody. Have a great day, everyone. Peace out.